Hi everyone, good morning. All right, so we're getting ready to make an immune boosting drink, more like an immune boosting shot, because it's not something that's very delicious that you're going to want to sip on. It's just something that you're going to want to get into your system and help to reduce your risk of getting sick. It's going to keep your immune system high. This is something that is good in addition to, you should be drinking water, you should be making sure you're getting sleep, making sure you're not stressing, getting active, maybe not at the gym, but maybe out for a walk or a jog or other activities outside, and make sure you're taking your vitamins if you have them right now. And so this is something similar. This is a way that you're going to get an extra boost of vitamin C, anti-inflammatory little shot here. So what we have in front of us is you can use 3 to 4 oranges. I have oranges. I have lemons, again, 3 to 4 lemons. I would make a smaller batch at a time and put them in little jars to store them, and so that it can stay as fresh as possible. You can take this up to 3 different times a day, but again, if you just take it once a day, that is good enough. I have some ginger. I also have dry ginger if you do not have access or are not familiar with regular ginger. So I have ginger, and I have some carrots, just some baby carrots, and I also have turmeric. And I have black pepper, which goes along with turmeric, which helps activate the turmeric, and ginger, which I said, and cayenne pepper. And I also have some raw honey. Raw honey is amazing for your immune system. It's going to make this a little bit sweet. And so this is what we're doing. It's fairly simple. And again, we're just going to make this once and then stock it up for a little bit, and at least for 3 days or so, and then we can make more later. All right, so you're going to want to, if you don't have a little lemon squeezer, which I do, but I'm not sure where it is right now, you're just going to squeeze your citrus fruit into, this is my little blender cup here. And also, what you can do, honestly, is just peel the orange and throw the orange pieces in here. That's going to it's going to make it more like a smoothie like that, but guess what, if this kind of falls apart, that's fine. So you can do it both ways. If you want it just more like a liquid shot, then don't do that, but it has more fiber if you add the pulp of the orange to it, and even the pulp of the lemon. It cannot hurt. All right, so you're just going to squeeze as much of this out as you can. I'm just going to give this a light squeeze so that you can kind of get the idea here, and I'll go back and squeeze more so I don't bore you to death with just squeezing my citrus in front of you. You can use grapefruit if you have grapefruit. You can, if you don't have oranges, you can just use lemons. Lemons have about 30 milligrams of vitamin C per lemon, and then oranges have 51, so oranges have a little bit more. And so, if you still have access to your citrus fruit at the store, then go ahead and stock up on that. You can make these ahead of time and store them, like I said. You can even make these ahead of time and freeze them. You wouldn't want to freeze an orange, but you can probably freeze orange slices. But you can put these in little jars and freeze the little glass jars and then take them out as you need. So you only have to make this once. And so, all right, so this is essentially orange juice, right? If you have orange juice, you can use orange juice, but make sure that there's no added sugars in your orange juice, because we want to stay away from that stuff, There's enough processed foods and canned foods that I'm sure we're subjected to having right now, which are not the best for our health, but, it's food. And we're kind of stocking our fridges and freezers right now and pantries. So, all right, so I have 3 lemons. So we did 3 oranges, and we're going to do 3 lemons. Again, I'm just giving this a light squeeze so that I'll go back and squeeze more later. Oh, it smells so strong, these lemons. This will help wake you up in the morning too. Make sure you're taking your multivitamin. If you have any, like those airborne supplements, you can take that also. All right, so 3 lemons, 3 oranges. Squeeze out all that pulp or all that juice, and you can use the pulp too if you want. And so we are adding some cayenne pepper to this also, and now cayenne pepper is going to make it taste rather interesting. So we have sour, we have a little bit of sweet, cayenne pepper is spicy, So that's why you're not going to want to be sipping on this and drinking it. You're going to want to just like take a quick shot of it. You can also add some apple cider vinegar to this if you have that. That is amazing for your immune health. So, and I have a list also of the top fruits and veggies that have the most vitamin C in it so that we can stay as well as possible. I'm going to share that with you in just a second. All right, so now we have our citrus juice. Again, if you have grapefruit, you can use grapefruit. You can use whatever you kind of have on hand. If you have orange juice, go ahead and use that. And now we have ginger. Now, this is what ginger looks like. Ginger helps combat cold, flu, fever. It helps with aid in digestion. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to cut the skin off like so. And all you really need is about 1 inch of ginger. And you can cut your ginger up ahead of time. If you're not quite sure if it's, you know, fresh or not, you can cut it up ahead of time and then just freeze it. So as soon as you buy it from the store, just cut it up like this. Just cut all the ends off and then freeze it. Smells so good. Okay. But again, this is a strong flavor. So if you're not familiar with it, start with a smaller amount. You can also use ground ginger, which might be easier for you to access right now. All right, so we have some ginger, we have our lemons, we have our oranges. We're gonna add a few carrots. Carrots also have vitamin C, not as much as lemon or oranges, but you still get that beta carotene in there, which is a powerful antioxidant. So we want to get as much of our beta carotene in there as possible. And like I said, if you add the pulp of the orange juice and you have the carrot, it's more like a smoothie. So, you know, just add a few carrots if you don't want it to be more like a smoothie type, okay? Or you can omit them completely because, again, there's a lot less vitamin C in the carrots. There's only about 5 milligrams of vitamin C in a carrot compared to the oranges and lemons, but it gives it some extra fiber and some beta carotene. Okay, next we have some cayenne pepper. So use this sparingly. You can add about, you know, 1/4 teaspoon at a time. Your turmeric. This is a powerful anti-inflammatory. Inflammation is the root of a lot of illness. So, and this barely has any flavor. So again, start with 1/4 teaspoon, and then you just want to give it a dash of pepper to activate the turmeric, or a couple dashes, and a drizzle of honey, which the raw honey, make sure your honey is raw, so it's unprocessed, will give it some sweetness, and it is amazing for your immune system. So a teaspoon of this, and give it a blend, and then you're ready to go. All right. Take it, give it a blend. Got my handy dandy NutriBullet. Okay, so it's going to be very liquidy, right? And then you're going to take it and you're going to put it into your little jars. You can use, I prefer glass because since this has a lot of citrus in it, I don't want it to, you know, I just feel weird sometimes about using plastic. So if I can use glass, I will use glass. You can freeze it in glass. And then we have these. Now, remember, this is not going to be very delicious, but it's something that is very supportive to your immune health right now, to your immune system, to your overall health and wellness. So you can hold your nose if you need to. All right, I'll be brave. It's spicy and sour at the same time. All right, but I'm good for the day. These are gonna go. It wasn't that bad. It's different. It will wake you up for sure. It will put some hair on your chest too. All right, so these are gonna go away. I'll store these for the next couple days, or if I want to torture my husband with them, he'll get them also. No, we all need to stay well. Make sure you got your immune shot in. Stock up on your oranges, carrots, ginger, cayenne pepper, turmeric, black pepper, honey, and stay well, guys, okay? All right, talk to you soon. Bye.